Bullhorn. I suggest we use the bullhorn to cut.
There you go. There you go.
Right to it.
Yes, sir. Get right.
There you go, Lawford. Work smart, not hard.
Right. Tell the truth.
It's not even like
Sorry.
Alright, so I'm going to be your facilitator tonight. I'm a little nervous.
Don't be.
Yeah, all right.
Matt here is going to be your, he's going to take stats, right? So if you have something to say, we got a lot of important issues to talk about tonight. We all down to have a productive conversation? Yeah! We got some hand signals that we roll with here at Occupy Denver. So I want to get a sense from here, who all, if this is your first GA? Woo!
Yeah.
Everybody give a round of applause. Give us a love. Let me get a sense of hands. How many folks were here at the 3 o'clock GA? Give yourselves a round of hands. I'm also battling a cold. It sucks. Okay, we have some hand movements that we use here in order to facilitate this because there are mad people here today. We're all united. We want to be able to have a productive, fast dialogue. Are we cool with that? Yeah. So, with that, who knows what this means? I agree. We don't clap here, yo. We don't clap here. We wiggle our fingers, okay? It's how we roll. Don't clap, yo. Do you get the memo? We wiggle our fingers. This is to show that you agree with what is being said. Are we cool with doing that? Yes. I come from the poetry movement. We snap our fingers, but apparently here at Occupy Denver, we wiggle our fingers. It's all good. Second, what does this mean?
Intervention.
Means you want to get on stack. Means I have something to say that's related to the issue that we're talking about, and I want my voice to be heard. Matt, what are you going to do when somebody raises their hand?
So when you raise your hand, I'm going to point at you, we're going to make eye contact, and I'm going to give you a number. It's really important that you remember your number because I'm not going to remember who's speaking in the stack. So I'm going to give you a number from 1 to 10, somewhere in that range, maybe more if there's a lot of people that want to speak. So I'm going to look at you, I'm going to say 5, you're number 5. When we've gotten to number 5, it'll be your turn to talk. That way everybody has a chance to be heard. Is that cool?
Yep.
Orale. What does this mean?
Interruption.
What is a direct response?
Not an opinion.
Not an opinion, right? If I raise my hand and I say, hey, what color is the flyer going to be tomorrow? Somebody direct responses me and says, hey, that flyer is going to be blue, right? Nobody's going to direct response and say, well, I want to talk about capitalism. Party foul. I'm going to cut you off. No disrespect, okay? What are the other hand signals that we use here at Occupy Denver? What does this mean?
Process.
What's a point of process?
Stay on track.
What?
Stay on topic.
Stay on topic. Now, there are so many people here today, and there's like lights and stuff. It's weird. Now they want to give us light. Cool. So if you see somebody else who's doing this, I'm going to ask you to stand in solidarity and do this too. Are we cool with that? Is that agreement we can make today?
Amen.
Wiggle your fingers.
How about wiggle our toes too?
You can wiggle your toe. You can wiggle whatever. What else? What are the other signals that we use? What is this?
Peace.
Emotional.
Vibe. Good vibe.
We're going to be talking about some heavy stuff tonight, folks. So if you see this, I'm going to ask you to do the same thing, right? It means things are getting heated. We need to calm stuff down a little bit. So peace it out, yo. Peace it out. Are there any other signals?
Get on with it.
Move along.
You are rolling, yo. You need to wrap it up, okay? Again, if you see this, I'm gonna ask you to start doing this in solidarity. If you are the one speaking and you see 5 people doing this, if you see 1 person doing this, it's time to wrap it up. Are we cool with that?
Yeah.
We Modified Denver. What does modified consensus mean? It means that we do not operate like the Capitol operates with 50% plus one, right? We operate by a 2/3 majority, right? And so every time we take a vote, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do all those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
And you're gonna also raise your hand. All those who stand aside, right, who abstain, you're gonna then raise your hand. And then all those who vote no are gonna raise your hand. That's gonna be how, those are your three options. Know them now. Are we cool with that? All right, so we have a lot of things that we gotta talk about today, right?
A lot.
Let's just start off with a quick agenda, and then I'm gonna ask, because there are so many people here. My mother blessed me with a really loud voice, so I haven't done mic check, but for everybody else, I'm gonna ask you to do that, okay? Does everybody know what mic check is? Yeah. Question.
I suggest we use a bullhorn for whoever's speaking.
Are you two folks down to be runners?
Maybe we can get some little guys.
Thank you.
Quick. I mean, we can definitely do some running.
Do it. Can I get 2 volunteers who's willing to come and like
Got
give
you
people?
right there.
Are you guys down? Give these guys a round of applause for stepping up.
This trigger on the side. Try not to hit this trigger.
Just so you know,
Here's your button. The square side is the one to speak with. Hold this maybe in one hand.
these
the other
bullhorns have on them a lot of bullhorns. I don't know if these ones do, but a lot of bullhorns have a thing that sounds like a siren. Don't freak out. Have patience. Be considerate. Show them some love. So we have a lot of things to talk about tonight. We could be talking about capitalism. We could be talking about the 1%, right? But I think one thing that's a lot on folks' mind right now is the issue of safety, right? Is that something that's on your mind? We also have a lot of people here who have stepped up and who've been doing a lot of work, right? In terms of different committees, right? How they're gonna keep us safe, how they're gonna keep us fed, how they're gonna prepare the events that we have planned for the coming days, right? And so I think in terms of agenda, we're gonna start off with just some quick conversations around how we're gonna keep folks safe, right? And then we're gonna talk about all of this this news, right, from the governor, right? But before we even get there, I want to start off with the bedrock principle of keeping folks safe. Is that cool? Yes. We'll talk about safety. We'll then talk about some steps that we need to do in order to keep everybody protected. And then we're going to talk about some committee reports. Last question. Thank you for reminding me. If one person, can we have like one voice, one mic? Meaning if one person speaking, don't jump in, right?